Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie. Today I've got an Empties video. So these are beauty products I've used up between January and February, maybe just like the last week of December too. But I have a lot of products here in front of me. Towards the end of last year, I was trying to use up anything that just had a little bit left in it. So that's some of these products. Another theme that we're working on this year is using up the little mini sizes of things, especially skincare. I have quite a bit of like little trial size things and things that I would use for traveling. So that's the goal, is just to use up what I already have. And so we're going to be seeing quite a few little products today. So I like to start my Empties videos with makeup. And then today I did actually kind of categorize the products. Sometimes I just pull out of the bag, but I do think I'll just go by category today. So for makeup, I have 4 items. The first one is the Milani Chill Out Soothing Primer. This is silicone free, which is important to me. So I have oily skin and I really don't like silicone primers. They look beautiful right away when you apply your makeup, but later on, my skin gets oily like underneath this silicone layer on my skin and everything slides. So I purposely sought out a silicone-free primer from the drugstore. This is the one I found. This was okay. Like I wouldn't run to repurchase this, but it wasn't the worst. My favorite primer right now is the Fenty Pro Matte, or the Pro Filter Matte Primer, whatever it's called. That's my favorite. So that's just what I'm using day to day now. But for a drugstore option, it's good to know something silicone free is there that's not glowy. I think it's been really hard to find complexion products for oily skin the last few years because, you know, it's such a dewy vibe. It's trendy right now, and it's just, I'm naturally dewy. I need help reining it in, actually. The next item I have is a concealer from e.l.f. This is the Hydrating Camo Concealer. It's a satin finish. I have this shade Fair Beige. This is old. I honestly don't use concealer a ton. I just use it kind of when I have blemishes or if I have, you know, really dark circles, but I don't use a ton of concealer day to day. I just don't feel like I need it. So this was getting old. It's definitely kind of separating. I mean, I've used a good amount up. There's quite a bit of windowing going on in the packaging. But yeah, this was just kind of done. So I did replace this concealer with the ColourPop concealer, and I'm liking that just fine. Again, I'm not really like a picky concealer person, so as long as it's a good shade match, it's fine with me. And then my favorite mascara is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. I get the Midnight Black or Blackest Black, or I like a black mascara. I love the wand on this. So it's a natural bristle wand. It has a slight hourglass shape, but it's not the most dramatic hourglass shape. And I just love this. Once I discovered it, I have not looked back. I replace my mascaras quarterly. So this was from the end of the year. Doing it quarterly works out for me. I only use 1 mascara at a time. I'm kind of simple with my makeup routine these days. So about that quarterly mark, it's starting to get a little dry, and I'm ready for a fresh tube. So I've always repurchased this. I'll keep repurchasing it. It's fantastic. And then also another repurchase for me is from e.l.f. This is their Wow Brow, and I have this shade. Gosh, it's so like smudged off. I think it's taupe or soft brown or whatever kind of the lighter brown shade is. So it's a little baby mini wand. It's got some fibers and a tinted gel. I don't use this on a daily basis, but I do use it kind of regularly enough that I like to have something less like this on hand. I usually use a pomade for my brows, but for just like days I'm throwing something on quickly, or, you know, a really light makeup day, maybe I'm just wearing mascara and a little bit of brow, this is what I'll use. So I did repurchase this. I typically go through one of these a year because, again, I'm not using it daily. So this is the one from last year, and I did buy another. So those are the 4 makeup products. I think I'm going to move into skincare. I have quite a bit of skincare here. So where should we begin? Let's start with cleansing balms. So I have 2 cleansing balms. The full size is the Good Molecules Instant Cleansing Balm. This is my favorite cleansing balm. It is like faithful. It is so reliable for me. I feel like this cleansing balm, one, is a great cost. I get it from Ulta. I think it's about $12. And this is a, where does it say, 2.5 ounce container. It's also all, like it's easy to get everything out and I can recycle it once I clean it out. So I love that. Have repurchased, will continue to repurchase. I also feel like this one gets down to the thinnest layer of oil as compared to other formulas. They just feel a little bit more like maybe waxy or thicker, whereas this one feels like so thin and slick and it gets everything off. So I love this. And then I had a sample of the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. This was good. Obviously a little sampler size. I did enjoy this. It didn't irritate me at all. The scent was nice. Kind of a green color in the lime scent, which was fun. I would get like a sample of this. I wouldn't buy it, but if I could get samples of this, I would, because it was great to have this size for traveling. And, you know, it worked for me. So I didn't have any irritation. It didn't cloud up my eyes. So this was good. I just prefer the good molecules for like a full-size product. I have quite a few serums here, so maybe we'll start with vitamin C. There's 3 of them. So the first one is the Derma E Vitamin C Concentrated Serum. This is kind of my go-to. I have used this product from Derma E for years. I use the vitamin C every morning, and I love vitamin C. I really do feel like, especially the formulas I use that have a little bit of hyaluronic acid in them, really kind of like helps hydrate my skin and plump it for the day. Again, I have oily skin, so I don't want anything too heavy on my skin in the morning. But this is just right for me. So I really love this. I've used, number of bottles. I have repurchased. And then these two, this one is the Volition Strawberry C Brightening Serum. It says with vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. So basically the same thing, but this is like a strawberry version. I got this in some sort of box. Last summer I decided to get, I can't remember if it was FabFitFun or something like that, just a one-off, and this came in it. And then I remembered why I don't order those boxes, because there was like 2 good things and the rest I didn't really have a use for. But this was nice. I did enjoy it. I used it all the way up. It was a dropper kind of mechanism. I just prefer a pump. The droppers get a little messy for me, but it was nice. I probably wouldn't repurchase though, but if I came upon it or it was given to me somehow, I would use it. I enjoyed it. And then the last one is the Bliss Bright Idea Vitamin C and Tri Peptide. This is a little travel size vitamin C. I really enjoy the travel size Bliss serums. They, in years past, had kits that came out around Christmas time and the holidays. They did not do one this year, so I don't know what's going on their website. Their serums, I don't know if they're repackaging or reformulating, or maybe they're just like not doing serums anymore. I'm not sure, but I always relied on these minis because they're perfect size and their kits came with all the types of serums that I use in my routine. So I did finish this one up when we were traveling. It's great, and it is now gone. So that is that for the Bliss mini ones. Speaking of Bliss mini serums, this is another one. This is the Youth Got It Prevent 4 Pure Retinol. I do skin cycling at night with my serum. So one night I use a exfoliating serum, the next I use a retinol, the next I do a recovery serum, and that's my 3-day cycle. So this is great for, again, for travel, the little size here, you know, and then I'd have like a third one. These were great. So yeah, I mean, if they had other mini ones, because these are 15 mil, so it's not like you go through them too fast, I would purchase more of those. Last serum I have is from Glow Recipe. It's a little sampler. It's the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. I used this, as I stated, with my skin cycling on the recovery night. So this is what I would use in place of a retinol or a exfoliating serum that night. I liked this. I mean, it was fine. I went through it fast, but it's not very big. So there's that. But I don't know. I'm like pretty happy with the drugstore-ish brands that I use. I don't feel the need to have every product in my skincare routine be a higher price brand. So I may invest in some serums here in a couple of years if I feel like I want something a little bit more potent, but I'm not there right now. So this was nice. I used it up. It worked for what I wanted it to, but probably wouldn't purchase it at this time. All right, and then I also have another mini that I finished up. This was the CEO Afterglow Vitamin C Cream from Sunday Riley. I love the little size of this. I probably will actually keep this container for other moisturizers because this is the perfect size. I have found when I've tried to like do, you know, where you take your full size and put in a little travel container, sometimes it's too much and then you come back and you're having to work out of that for a while. But this is a good size to put just a couple of pumps of moisturizer in and it'd be good. So I probably will keep the packaging. I wouldn't purchase this particular product. I don't like to have actives in my nighttime moisturizer. So that's why. I mean, I used it up. It was nice. It felt nice on the skin, but I use other serums as my actives and I just want a plain moisturizer to follow up those serums in the evening. Okay, moving on to kind of morning skincare. I've got a Fenty Skin Hydra Visor Invisible Moisturizer SPF 30. So this was the SPF I've been focusing on. It has an expiration coming up in March. So I wanted to make sure that I finish this up because I have other SPF that I use in the morning that has a longer expiration window. So I started to prioritize this. I mean, I used it when I traveled, but started to use it just as my daily. I do really enjoy this. Again, just a great size for traveling. So I probably would purchase the mini again, and I may purchase the full size. I really liked this. So we'll see. I also really like the Paula's Choice SPF. So yeah, between those two, but I really enjoyed this. It had a pump, and what I really liked about it, because sometimes with the minis, you can't get the tops off, but I could take it all the way off and really get everything in there, which made my use it up heart happy. So there's that. I may purchase it. And then this is a repurchase for me. This is the Thayer's facial toner with witch hazel aloe vera formula. This is the rose petal. It's alcohol free. I use this in the morning to refresh my skin. I do not actually use a cleanser on my skin in the morning. I just don't feel like I need it, but I do really enjoy using a toner. It just kind of is the routine of waking me up and feeling something cool on my skin. But I also feel like it helps kind of take off any oils that have accumulated overnight and just gives my skin a fresh base for the day. So really, really love this, and I have repurchased. They have a variety of different scents, but I did choose to repurchase the rose. It's just really pleasant and I enjoy it. And that's the skincare. That was a lot of skincare. But again, lots of minis that kind of had half usage already. So let me just push these to the side and we'll keep going with body and hair care. All right, I want to hit hair care quick. I've just got two products. So the first is the Shea Moisture Kids Leave-In Conditioning Milk. So I use this as my detangling spray when I get out of the shower. I spray this in and then use a wide tooth comb to kind of get through everything. I had used a product from Shea Moisture in the past, but it wasn't the milk. It was just like the liquid or the spray. I don't know what other word they used. But this was the wrong one because I was trying to repurchase that before. So I just used it and then put some water in here to thin it out. It was just too heavy of a leave-in cream for my hair. I have fine hair, so I don't need anything to weigh it down. But once I got a little bit of water mixed in there, it was the right consistency and I used it up. But if I do purchase this again, I'll just be sure to really watch the label because this little milk word off to the side, I didn't see when I did purchase it. And then the other one is a mini dry shampoo from Not Your Mother's. They make my favorite dry shampoo. I like the purple one, the Plump for Joy, more than this one, the Clean Freak, but this will work and it does the trick. So use this up somewhere along the way with my travels. So that is also empty. And let's move into body care items. So I have a scrub here from Tree Hut. I really enjoy the Tree Hut scrubs. They are not oily at all, so they don't really leave a residue. If that's not your thing, I think then you would like the Tree Hut brand. This was the vanilla scent. They have so many different scents. I like to get you know, a couple of different scents to try or have for the season. This was nice. I like the warmth of the vanilla scent for winter. It wasn't my favorite vanilla scent though. I don't know what it is about it. It's almost like too nutty of a vanilla, but it was fine. I used it up. You know, you're in the shower, you do your scrub and then it rinses off, so it's not that big of a deal. But I did enjoy this and I did finish it all the way up, and I've got another, it's like a berry scent going right now. While we're talking about the shower, I also have our body wash. So my fiance and I both use the Suave Cocoa Butter and Shea Moisturizing Body Wash. We really enjoy it. It's cheap. It's readily accessible for us. We live in a small town, so I can get this at our grocery store if we need a quick bottle, which is great because there's not a lot at my grocery store in the beauty section. So we like this, and the Cocoa Butter and Shea scent is like pretty unisex, I would say, and it's mild enough that you don't really smell it as like a scent on your body, you know, too much after. You just kind of smell clean, but it's not like an overpowering thing. So continue to repurchase. We really like that. And I've got a couple in the linen closet. When they go on sale, I'll just buy like 2 or 3 at a time. Also in the shower, I have a shave oil. So this is also from Tree Hut. I love their shave oils. There's the only product I want to shave with. I wish I had mini sizes of this. So this one was the watermelon scent. It seems like they are coming out with more scents of this. So I just kind of keep an eye out. I have, I don't even remember what scent I have in the shower right now, but I've got another one in the shower right now. And when that one starts to get low, kind of to the marking here, I'll purchase another one. So I'm ready to go. But this works really well. It is an oil, but it doesn't leave you slippery either. It's just great for shaving though. My razor, you know, slides over my leg or my armpit or wherever really easily. And I love that it has a pump. So I figured out like, okay, for me to do like my leg, it's 1.5 pumps per leg or whatever. And I really like that as opposed to like trying to pour something. And I just really like the pump apparatus here. So that's great. All right, I have a couple of like other miscellaneous things. So I've got a hand soap here. This one's from Bath & Body Works. This was the scent I used up at the very tail end of the year. It's the pumpkin apple scent. So I, in the fall, kind of was wanting a scented hand soap. For the longest time, I've just been using unscented hand soap. It works just fine for what I need it to, but I really wanted a scent this fall. So this is the one I picked. I liked it. It almost had a little bit of a cherry like under scent to it somehow, but it was fine. I used it at my bathroom sink where I get ready in the morning and do my skincare and all that good stuff. So I went through it just fine, but I don't think I'm going to be putting a fragranced hand soap in every, sink. Like I just don't feel like that's needed. So it was kind of fun to switch it up, but I'm plenty fine to go back to our unscented hand soaps. I have another one in the go right now, but when that's done, I'll just go back to the normal stuff. All right, I also have a fragrance. So this is from the brand Dossier. They do kind of dupe formulas of different perfumes and colognes. So this one is called Floriental Vanilla, which I'm pretty sure they've renamed because my fiance bought me a replacement for this for Christmas because I was getting low and it's one of my favorite winter scents. So this is based on the YSL Black Opium, which I just love this scent. Oh my goodness. So he bought me a replacement because it was getting low and he knows I love it for winter time. And that's why I think it's called something different now instead of this Floriental Vanilla. But I'm really pleased with the Dossier perfumes. We both are, we do have a couple of like real branded colognes and perfumes, but these get so close and like nobody's going to actually ask you. So it's great for day to day. It's much cheaper and, we enjoy wearing a scent. So it lets us have kind of a little bit more of a variety and own a few different scents than if we were buying the full priced ones. They get expensive quickly. So I really think that this is a great option. Check to see if they have one of your favorite scents, and that's a great way to go. I also think that these would make a great gift because every bottle you order comes in its own box. So you get like a box of boxes and each one of these is in its own box. So you could totally just wrap it up for a birthday gift or, whatever. But yeah, really, really love this one. Black Opium is a favorite. I've gone through many of those and many of the real ones, Okay, I have some nail polish remover pads. I keep some of these on hand if we're traveling or if I wore nail polish that has a lot of glitter, because these are felt pads that are soaked in acetone that get everything off. I don't feel like I need it when I wear normal nail polish that's like a cream formula, but if I'm wearing something with chunky glitter or if we're traveling and things start to chip, I like to have one of these in my toiletry bag where I can just get the nail polish off, because at some point chipped nail polish just starts to look so bad. So I like to have this option. So I used the last pad up in here at home getting chunky glitter off my nails. But yeah, I like to have a box of these. You can get these pretty much at any drugstore in the nail polish section. I'm not too picky on the brand. I don't even know where I got these ones. It's from the brand One Other, but they're all the same to me. Okay, last two things. I have a mini deodorant from Dove. This is the little mini deodorant I pick up when for my travel bag and whatnot. And we are traveling a ton so far this year. I live in northern Minnesota, but we go down to the Twin Cities. Honestly, at this rate, like it's been every other week almost. So I've been going through stuff like this and I'm just starting to stock the townhouse there with more products so that I don't have to bring things back and forth. But I did finish this one up. And the last thing I have is a candle that I wanted to shout out. I don't really share all of the candles I go through very often, but this one was from Trader Joe's, and it was the first Trader Joe's candle I ever tried. It was the salted caramel and pistachio. This came out in the fall. I love this scent in the Brazilian nut scent body cream that they do and the scrub that they do. But this was the candle basically of the same scent, and it burned almost all the way down. I mean, it is very low in there. I loved the scent of it, and I love that it was in this little tin. So I was impressed. I'd never tried a Trader Joe's candle before, but this was a winner for me. So I would consider, I mean, I don't have a Trader Joe's where I live, so I get to Trader Joe's maybe 2-3 times a year, like not super frequently, but if I saw some candles and I liked the way they scent, I would pick up 1 or 2 of them. It was a single wick, so it wasn't the biggest candle in the world, but it was nice to have, you know, just kind of going here and there. So I especially like this when I took baths. I would just kind of set to the side and then I could just put the lid on so it would extinguish itself. So that is everything I've used up that I want to talk about in the last 2 months. I feel like, yeah, a lot of little products, but I'm really, really pleased to see all of these things leaving my home and going into trash or recycling, whatever is appropriate for the packaging. It feels really good to get through this stuff. So I hope you enjoyed seeing all of my beauty empties. I will definitely keep sharing with you. I like to do these every other month because it seems like one month you finish everything up and then the next you finish nothing up. So for me, every other month works a lot better to have kind of more consistent video lengths and all that good stuff. This one was a little long though. So I will stop blabbing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are doing well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.